Hey there, I'm Fox 10 News Chief Meteorologist Jason Smith. I want to start out with the futurecast. Most of the storms on your Tuesday evening have been in the inland areas, and those should continue for a little while longer through about the 8 o'clock hour tonight. Then late tonight, they'll start winding down around 10 p.m. and should be quiet overnight. Could see some storms right near the coast first thing tomorrow morning, but it'll start out quiet. It may not end up that way as we get into tomorrow afternoon. Storms right near Perdido Pass and over towards Lillian, and then also some storms north of Mobile, and starting to see the activity firing generally along I-10. Of course, this model can't place exactly where the storms pop up, but it gives you an idea. A little better chance of showers and thunderstorms scattered about the area tomorrow afternoon and evening storms. Rip current risk at area beaches looks okay. It's a low risk of rip currents with lighter winds this week and calmer seas. Water temperatures getting into the 80s now. Nothing bothering us or threatening us in the tropics. The Gulf and the Caribbean Sea look quiet in the wake of Arlene. In the Atlantic, we do have one little gale center. Low pressure area has a little brief opportunity to gain subtropical characteristics before it moves into cooler water. That's up near the Azores, so it will not affect the weather in the United States, and odds of development are only about 10%. So essentially, the tropics are quiet. Tomorrow morning, temperatures in the upper 60s for Mobile, Daphne. Low 70s, Pensacola, Gulf Shores, inland spots, middle 60s tomorrow morning. Our temperatures get up into the mid 80s, even some upper 80s before the thunderstorms fire, and they should fire off tomorrow afternoon. Watch out for some heavy downpours and some slow moving storms tomorrow. Good rain chances continue on Thursday at 40%. Temperatures edge up closer to 90 degrees. Drier air moves in for the weekend and lowers our rain chances on Friday and Saturday. Odds of rain only about 20% on Friday and Saturday, so we're on the right track there. We'll have your 7-day forecast coming up, but things started off fast with Tropical Storm Arlene reminding us that hurricane season is here. Meteorologist Matt Barentine has more on the dynamics of these strong systems coming up.
Can I play? Sure, but you need to bring your own truck. That's not a problem.
The FOX10 Storm Tracker Fleet, taking you live to more places, covering the Gulf Coast like no one else can. Unrivaled experience, unparalleled severe weather coverage.
I think I need a bigger sandbox.
Welcome back. All hurricanes are different. Some ramp up quickly and fall apart just as fast. Some gradually build and spin for days and even weeks. So how do researchers quantify the overall power of a storm? Meteorologist Matt Barentine shows you.
When it comes to talking about how powerful a hurricane is, it can be kind of hard to quantify that, but there is a scientific way we do this, and it's called ACE, Accumulated Cyclone Energy, and it's a formula, and it looks a little complicated, but the reason why it looks complicated is it helps to break down a big number into a small number. And here's what I mean. If a storm has 120 knot winds, we'll square that and divide it by 10,000, and you get a number of 1.44. So it's a small number. That's every 6 hours. That number is done every 6 hours, then added up over the life of a storm to give us its accumulated energy. So a short-lived powerful storm can be less powerful than a long-lived moderate storm. And I'm going to give you some looks here at this. The total accumulated energy in 2022, a fairly quiet year, was only 95 on that ACE scale. Compare that to 2005, where there was a 250 on the ACE scale, a much busier year. And let's go back to one of the strongest storms, longest-lived storms of all time that we know very well. Hurricane Ivan back in 2004. It lasted nearly actually more than 3 full weeks. It had an ACE on its own of 70.4, not too far from our total last year. So this is an important number that we keep an eye on to know how strong not only a storm is, but entire seasons are.
Thanks, Matt. Coming up, we'll have your 7-day and your 10-day outlook.
New to the Fox 10 weather app, your 24-hour radar forecast. Be the first to see how precipitation is going to affect your plans across the Gulf Coast. Detailed hour by hour. The 24-hour radar forecast on the Fox 10 weather app. Plus the latest breaking news with the Fox 10 News app.
Got him both.
Stay alert with Fox 10. Prime time is Fox 10 time.
The latest on the night's top stories are first on Fox 10 News at 9.
Wrap up your day, informed and ready for the morning.
Here's your 7-day forecast, and our rain chances are actually a little bit higher in the short term, Wednesday, Thursday. Then they drop off some by Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with lower chances for the end of the week and the weekend. Temperatures will be consistently up around 90 degrees starting Thursday and running through early next week. Overnight lows are still somewhat decent with lows in the 60s to near 70 degrees. And in our 7-day forecast, more of the same, but the summertime mugginess will build as we get into the middle of June, as it typically does. And it looks like rain chances every day. There's at least some chance of a shower or storm. When these weak fronts move in, we have a little better chance. So Wednesday, Thursday, and then again next week on Monday, our best opportunities for rain. Between the fronts, lower isolated chances of showers and storms. So that's a typical summer look for June in our forecast. Thanks for joining us here on Next Weather.